All right, afternoon, everybody. This is Ham Solo Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. I am in Louisiana, and I am right near Shreveport, and this is known as the Red River National Wildlife Refuge. There's a boat launch right over here that goes to Lake Caroline, and I'm going to do a Parks on the Air activation. This happens to be one of the only 5 states in the whole U.S. that doesn't have a summit. And so it's, I think, the 4th one I've done like that. You have Delaware, Rhode Island, Kansas. This will now be Louisiana. And then the last one would be Florida. No summits in those 5. And so this will be a parks activation only. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the old rope up in the tree, try to pull up my Dipole, my home-brewed Resonant Dipole, and we'll get this activation going. I'll see if I can film the throwing up in the tree. It's not the most, photogenic type of thing, but at least you'll get to see how I sling it up there, with those washer weights on it. So I got it up on the highest branch I can get it on, and let's see if we can get that dipole up there. All right, I wouldn't say it's more than a total of about 18 to 20 feet off the ground. So let me see what direction it's facing. All right, this is Kilo Zero Foxtrot Yankee Romeo. Running 5 watts QRP and going to activate the Red River National Wildlife Refuge near Shreveport, Louisiana. This is K0 FYR.
I heard my call sign in there. There's some QRM from down below. As is, you're about a 5-3, 5-3 in the Whiskey India.
Kevin, I got you in there. Kilo Zero, Kilo Lima Bravo. I'm running 5 watts, Louisiana. Well, I was trying to U it, but there's a guy on 309 that's overpowering this frequency.
Appreciate the heads up. Thanks. Have a great day.
Yeah, Roger. I'm moving around too, trying to find this new spot.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you find one, let me know. Actually, don't. You can have it. Thanks. 73.
Yeah, 73 K0 FYR. How's it going?
How far are you talking out?
I just got Wisconsin.
That's awesome. What band?
Yeah. 20 meter. Yeah.
John Michael. Nice to see somebody out on the air.
POTA, CQ POTA, this is Kilo Zero, Foxtrot, Yankee Romeo, Parks on the Air running QRP in Louisiana, K0 FYR.
Echo Alpha Japan. That's QSL. Hey, you're 5'8 Wisconsin. 5'8 Wisconsin. QSL.
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel where I usually post all the videos of the summits and parks I activated. So I think this is my 36th state activation.
That's awesome.
And there's no summits in Louisiana, so...
Which one?
Well, it's not counted as on the summits on the air.
Jerks.
Yeah, I know, right? Kansas is the same way. They got one that's like 5,000 feet, but they don't count it for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, it's a whole 500.
Yeah, I did one at 600 feet in Texas.
I should do to put it on.
Yeah, you should. You should. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't be. All you need is like a 400-foot difference.
Well, I'm glad you're doing good out here. You
Yeah,
get awards
it's...
for this stuff?
Huh?
You get awards for this stuff?
You do, but I just do it to see if I could do it, Yeah, well, I'm out working out of state a lot, so it gives me something to do,
Park to park.
Park to park, go ahead.
Yeah, park to park. This is Whiskey Niner Yankee Alpha Kilo at Park Kilo 4182 QSL. Yeah, Roger, you're at 5'8 into northern Indiana. 5315. Thanks for the activation.
No, thank you for the park to park. You're number 10. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Park to park, go ahead.
November 8th, Luna, Echo Kilo. Roger, Roger, you are 55 into Kilo 3324, Lincoln.
So, have you used the Hammers app before?
I have not.
So, what you can do is you just type them in, right?
Yeah.
And then while it's doing it, it'll produce a map of the spot locations.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot better than in your head.
Yeah. I mean, I tried the paper thing, but eventually you just get tired of writing the stuff down, and then, it's easier doing this, and then you can go, oh, I'm getting this. Here's my propagation at least, It's only 9 UTC. Whiskey 1, Radio Charlie Papa.
QSL, that's 5959er at Kilo 3728. 3728 in Georgia, also QRP.
Good stuff. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
What's your YouTube channel called?
Ham Solo. Ham-Solo.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's real cute.
Yeah. Actually, I was going to... my daughter-in-law made this. I usually have this out, and I forgot to put it out.
Oh, how adorable. That's super cute.
Yeah, but I probably have, I don't know, maybe 180 videos on there now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
A lot of subscribers and watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's radio, so, I mean, there's about maybe 1,100 or so.
There's a lot of losers out there.
Yeah.
Whiskey Echo 8, Uniform Sierra, November. QSL, Whiskey Echo 8, United States Navy, have you about a 5353 Virginia. This is November 7, Golf, Romeo Bravo. Thank you for the 59, Michael. You're running 5556 at the moment into Georgia next door. Thank you for the activation. Kilo India 5, November, Bravo, November. Roger, Roger, you are 5555, Central New Mexico. Kilo Echo 4, Echo Sierra Tango, QSL. QSL, 5959 here in North Carolina, Roger.
Good.
Alpha Charlie 9, X-ray whiskey.
All right, I believe it's Alpha Charlie 9 X-Ray Whiskey.
Roger, Roger, you're 44 into whiskey India today.
All right, not bad. Kind of start to finish, maybe a total of, let's see, looks like not bad. Just over about 30, maybe 35 minutes, and I got 31 contacts. So Louisiana, pretty easy to activate. Running 5 watts. You can see the radio here. I just unplugged the antenna cord, but I don't have one of my Bioenno batteries. I'm just using this internal battery on the back, and so with that battery on there, it runs 5 watts. And so the antenna, again, I kind of showed you throwing the rope up and raising the dipole. Here's my coax that I just unhooked. And so, obviously BNC for the 705. So I got BNC connector, just unhooked it from the radio, and then it's running up the tree here. See if I can see the cord. There we go. And it's pretty much right up here. I'm tilting the camera so I can't really see it, but it's right up here. It's maybe 18 feet off the ground. And so had one wing that I tied to the pavilion, and I understand this is a metal structure, but I've got a basically one of those carabiner type pulleys, and so the antenna is maybe, I don't know, a foot away from the actual structure itself. And then that's going southeast, and then I ran the other one up this way, northwest to right here, just kind of dangling on this branch. And so it's got a little bit of a droop into it. It's not obviously extended all the way out. I could have went maybe another 2 feet this way, but there would have been nothing to secure it to, because that's where these branches in. And so it's got a little bit of a sag in it, and that's going northwest. and all of my contacts seem to fan out from that southeast northwest. They seem to fan out directly going up towards New England type area. And so got a lot of the southeast states, you know, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and then I got a lot of the Midwest area, which was cool, including Kevin over in Iowa. And I only got one to the west, pretty much, and that was the New Mexico contact. And so still is a little bit directional depending on which way you put the wings of your antenna. But again, a lot of people were giving me 5.9s, as they were 5.9 to me as well, and that's not bad for running 5 watts, you know. So good resonant antenna, no tuner needed, and got the thing activated. So Louisiana, bam's in the books, and got another activation in the belt. Should be hitting Wyoming for a summit next week. I already did the park in Wyoming. That was at Devil's Tower. And if you haven't seen that video, you need to check that out, because I've got my little spaceships in there, and I got some South Park references and so forth. And so that's a pretty interesting deal, doing Devil's Tower, like the Close Encounters of the Third Kind. And so I will be hitting somewhere in Wyoming, trying to get a summit out of the way before I head off again to go to back east. And so won't be doing anything as far as an activation during the middle of next week, if that's what I said. I'm actually going to San Diego, and I don't need anything over on the West Coast. And so if I play around with anything, it'll just be to give you a video on how to do something else in radio. It won't be a park or summit. And then the following week is when I'll be in Wyoming. So 2 weeks from now, Wyoming. Next week we'll probably just do a tutorial on something, just to keep interest and give me something to do while I'm off. Doing a military conference over in San Diego, and I'm speaking on vapor and aerosol detection of chemical warfare agents. And then I'm doing one for the fire service on regular toxic industrial chemicals and hazardous materials vapor detection. So that's what I plan on doing next week. And so stay tuned. We'll see what we can cook up for a video before I go the following week into Wyoming. But until then, this is Ham Solo K0FYR 73.